Okay, yep, it looks good. Okay, everything looks normal. And it is basically 2300 start. And we want to put our little face in there. All right. So we'll go ahead and start the flight. Creative mode. And let's see, if I remember right, we left off. Yeah, we're not quite halfway there to the next stage of Moss. And if I remember right, we had a fuse that we needed to install. Yeah, right here. Heat multiplier fuse. And I might as well go ahead and collect those two. But I'll leave the vegetables in miscellaneous. And if I remember right, we just recently unlocked. Yeah, there it is. The first machine optimizer. We've got another one that comes up later, but we haven't unlocked that one yet. Here it is down here, T2 machine optimizer. All right, so let's get out here. And we need to make ourselves an optimizer. So hit the old Q key. No, that is the second one, I believe. Yeah, here it is. This is the one we want right there. Oh, I don't think we have a uranium rod, do we? No, we don't. But it looks like we have enough uranium to make one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we also need to make some explosive powder, so that means we would need, since we need 2 of them, and we've got all the sulfur upstairs. There we go. So we would need 4 of those all together. So 1, 2. Now we need to go upstairs and make our rod. There we go. All right, now we need the iron, cobalt, iron. Two iron and a cobalt. All right, now the fuse is for heat. So this would have to go upstairs since our heaters are in the house. There we go. And right there on that center spot looks like a good place for it. So hit the Q key first. Find the first one. Yeah, right about there. Put the fuse in there. And then all of the ones that are being affected are now highlighted. Now it says it has a, I don't know if you can read that or not. The way that pop-up window is, it might be hard to read. optimizer capacity is 5 machines. So we should only be able to find 5. Yeah, we should only see 5 of them light up. We'd have to have another fuse and place another machine. So that means we would probably move this one to about there and then put another one right about there if we had another fuse, which we don't. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and start collecting the vegetables that are grown so we get another set started. Something you kind of have to do since there are no drones yet to do it for me. And we'll put it in this first one, which marked miscellaneous. Organize them a little bit. Oh, it's not quite ready yet. Not ready yet. Not ready yet. Those are almost ready. And we'll organize it all. Because we really don't have enough growing. Yeah, those are not quite ready yet either. And let's see, we haven't been in here for quite a while, so these are going to be definitely ready. I kind of forgot about these. Not a good thing to do. Okay, we'll do the control key. Hold it down for a second so we can do the whole set of one shot. Now, how much sulfur do we have left? Ooh, not very much. Not very much at all. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's focus on the fact that we don't have much in the way of sulfur. And how we doing on super alloy? Oh, not good either. So that kind of dictates where we're going to have to go. While all of our flowers and stuff are maturing, we've got a pretty good field going there of flowers. So when we get around to doing honeybees, when it unlocks, we should not have any problem. We're gonna just pretend that we stopped and recharged our oxygen. Alright, there it is right there. There's the next ramp. Alright, so we need to kind of walk through here in spurts of speed, looking for sulfur. I'm trying to remember, can I actually put an ore extractor up here at the first level one and get our sulfur that way? I don't remember. But anyway, you run a zigzag pattern. Try not to miss any. Kind of like the Navy ships used to do during the World War, especially World War II, when there was a lot of submarines to worry about. Wolf packs and stuff. There we go. Not going to worry about the aluminum right now, since we have a pretty good stack of it. And we'll just focus on doing the first half here. And when we get to the big rock, we'll turn around. And later on, we'll do the other half. So you can't go too fast because you'll miss them. We'll go on this side this time. Oh, we've done a pretty good job of melting out the ice. We've got this one open now. And there's sulfur in here too. Let's turn our light on. Oh, osmium. Yeah, we definitely want to collect some osmium. See how much we can collect. Now, at some point, we might want to deploy our rover and fill it up and drive it around. Oh, how far did we get? Because it looks like we've got one of the tunnels open. Yeah, looks like we've done a pretty good job of melting all this ice that was blocking this path. Yep. We did a real good job. And I don't think we've actually finished taking everything out of there either. Alright. Let's get back down in here now. So we have one of the shortcuts open now. That'll go all the way into the field, the sulfur field. And we'll have to wait until T2 ore extractor is available to us, because the T1 won't do anything but basic materials. And if I remember right, there is two. Oh, there it is. It's still blocked. Or at least it looks like it's still blocked. And backtrack a little bit. Okay, I think we've got everything from over there. Let's try to remember, is there another path up here? Jump. No, don't look like it. But eventually we will have another path available to us. And if I remember right, this one comes out. Yeah, well, I don't think we can squeeze through there. Over at pretty close to the what do they call that? Meteorite crater? I think that's what they call it. That goes back out into the sulfur fields. Let's check right through here one more time to make sure we got all of it. And it looks like we have another opening here. But this is the one that takes us to that crashed starship where we've already put up a shelter. So you've got that entrance and exit, plus you got one over here, and then you got the one where we just came in from the sulfur fields. Still got one blocked over there though. Alright, now would be a good time to deploy our rover. Like it says, right click, get it high enough until it turns green, and then just transfer everything over and organize it. Okay, now we have a choice. We could drive it, but if we do drive it, we're probably not going to see the sulfur. Yeah, I don't think that's sulfur. That looks like it might be titanium. The fact that our camera angle is now a lot more elevated than it was before, I think that might be sulfur. So let's right click. No, it's iron. So I don't think we've gone through here very much. Yeah, see, there we go. It's really hard to see if your camera angle is elevated, either because you're using your jetpack or you're driving around. There's one. Alright, there's our halfway point. So now we have to stay on this side for now. There's another one. Now, if you're not a new player, I'm probably not going to show very much that you would find of value if you've played the game before and would be considered a veteran player. This is mostly for new players. Alright, so let's drive our buggy a little bit more forward. We're supposed to have headlights, but they're not turning on. Maybe I didn't make that yet because it didn't open up. There's a very high probability I'm going to miss a couple of them, but we'll try to go slow. Okay, we've gone halfway. In fact, we've gone a little bit further than halfway. But this is about the only way at this point in the game you can have more storage capacity. Now there might be some software out here, but I don't remember finding too much out here. And we still are in the market for some super alloy. So let's see if by chance we could find our marker. Oh, there it is. There it is, right there. That's where we left off. So we'll go ahead and pick it up. And we know that back in here somewhere is some more super alloy. And there's the cave we've cleared out already. Yeah, it had osmium and super alloy. And we've unlocked the unlimited oxygen option, which is a real nice thing, a real nice feature for our buggy. But I don't think we've unlocked the beacon for the buggy yet. Now we can still kind of see it from this point, but a beacon is so that you can get quite a ways from the buggy and still be able to find it. There we go, there's another one. Nope, that's not super alloy. There we go. There's one. Oh, there's one right there. Usually won't find any super alloy up the curve here. Yeah, see, it just doesn't seem to be any up there very far. We've got plenty of iron and we're also running 2 ore extractors, so collecting iron by hand now is not something we probably want to do. Alright, let's see, I never did open this. Or I should say I never did take everything out of here. I did open it, which meant the contents would not change. Once you open it, it kind of locks it in. Alright, I'm not expecting to find any more super alloy out here in the open. There might be one or two, but I'd be kind of surprised since I cannot seem to remember ever finding any out here in the open. Now this is one spot I've used in the past where I put a recharge station when I was playing a normal game. So we'll go ahead and do that. And slightly elevated is always a good idea. Primarily so in case you got the high spot off just a little bit, it won't be an issue for you. Okay, now we'll transfer everything over that we can. We'll organize it. I'm going to take these back out of here and put this one in. Let's see, that's kind of a low priority, so we'll put this one in. That way we can organize it. So, we've done everything we can as far as the bucket's concerned until we get another enlargement of our storage area. Alright, let's see. I think we already took the stuff out of the crate that was over here. Yeah, I think we did that last time. So let's drive right down the middle here. So once we fill up the avatar's inventory, we will want to use this exit right here. It's completely open. Alright, so let's see. We'll go back up this way a little bit. But I think the only chest that was here we just cleaned out a few minutes ago. Yep. Now we'll search this half for sulfur. And once our inventory is full, then we're going to be done. And our halfway point is right up to here. Oh, there's some right there. I really should come back in here with a ore extractor and see if it's okay to go ahead and collect some more sulfur that way. Because we're going to probably have this picked pretty clean here in a few minutes. Oh, there's one. And there's another chest. And we did put a recharge station right there, which I like to call recharge shelter or pod. Let's see, we got more iron out here. And there's our halfway point. Gotta stop every once in a while, look around. Let the sulfur cloud dissipate a little bit. And there's how we, nope, that's not it. We gotta go further. And that is how we mark our entrance or exit. Now if you go along the walls here, you will find some more of those entrances and exits for different areas. And they usually call these biodomes because what's available changes. And the atmosphere that's in that biodome will probably change also to some extent. Now I think the original idea was that you wouldn't go into this area without suffering health damages. So you would have to be far enough advanced to build the air filter. Whoop, right there. And then later on you would build the water filter, so you can get your water from any source of water that you find. You would have to carry around so many water bottles. Okay, now we don't have to go back and find our buggy and drive it back home because we've got the recall ability. Remember that part? Got that other little screen off to the side there that gives you the ability to recall the buggy, and it will teleport right back into the garage area. Okay, we've already been up in there, so how much space we got left? Oh, we got quite a bit. There's one we missed. So while I'm here, I should probably show you a couple other little details that might save the day at some point. I thought we'd searched this area pretty thoroughly, but apparently we didn't. We're still finding some sulfur. So we'll leave our buggy where it's at. Oh, it's iron. Okay, so now we'll come over here and we'll hug the wall. And right there's the one entrance that goes back in. Provides a shortcut back to our main base of operations. Stay fairly close to the wall. And we should find us, was it 2 more entrances and exits for shortcuts? Oh, there's another one we missed. Of course, I'm assuming the game isn't putting these in after we've been through the area. See, we've been inside there. We found more sulfur and we found the osmium, like you see hanging from the ceiling there. Oh, there's another one. And another one. With this cloud thing, you can go through there about 4 or 5 times and still pick up 1 or 2 that you somehow missed the first time or 2 you went through here. Gotta look behind yourself from time to time. But you do want to be pretty thorough. Of course, once we get the ore extractor in here, it won't matter. We'll just let the ore extractor provide. Oh, there's another one. Slow down from time to time just so we get a better look here. And And let's see, isn't there another opening right up in this area? I think there is. We'll have to hug the wall to see it. Otherwise we're liable to miss it. Nope, not there. Okay. Now that we might find another super alloy in here. But what I need to show you is that you got some rocks up there. And you're thinking, well, I get so far and then I'm stuck. I can't go any higher. Actually, you can. Just keep pressing down the space bar. Kind of hop your way up the hill. And that, of course, that's true of just about any hill you find. And did we find another opening? No, we did. We found another blockade. And that one's blocked. So you're just hopping around with the space bar. And jumping up and down like a bunny rabbit. Looking to see if you can find the top of the hill. And there it is. Once you get up here, you're liable to find some more stuff. Now, one thing you'll find is you'll find another tunnel. And, oh, what do we got here? Well, you can't really collect too much this way, but this is called Z-Light. Well, you got ice up here also. You need a drill to really collect any of the Z-Light per se. Because if I remember right, they won't let you collect it any other way. This will fill in with water at some point. Alright, what we got here? Oh, nice stuff. And that would be the next priority. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Now that's gonna fill me up. But we should be able to keep going right across here. Stay fairly close to the wall. And we'll have to hop every once in a while. That's the area down there that fills in with water. Yeah, we haven't been able to pick up any Z-Light at all yet. Because unfortunately, can't pick anything up from here. No matter what we do, nothing. But like I was saying before, oh, there's the future frog pond. Once we make our first frog, they will actually fill those in with frogs. And then we'll have a one-shot chance at a generic eggs, frog eggs. And what you want to do is you want to go right down here. And this is another part of the tunnel. I don't think we're going to be, oh, I might be wrong. I thought we might be able to get by through here without being blocked by ice. But it looks like I'm wrong about that. Oxygen, ooh. Well, we'll have to give up something. I'll tell you what, let's give up the silicon so we can grab that. And, well, that's pretty high priority. So let's give up the magnesium. Grab that. Organize everything. And, yeah, these are kind of high priority too. So let's give up the titanium and grab that. What else? Let's go ahead and organize it. I've got quite a bit of squash, so we'll give that up. And then we'll organize again. We'll come back through here later. We'll try to get the rest of it. That looks like about the best we could do right now. But we can't go through here. No, I don't think we can. We can try. No, we can't. We can't hop through there. How about over on this side? Let's try to hop through there. Nope, it won't let us through there either. Okay, so we know that one is blocked. And we were just in here. I don't think I want to give up anything else. Yeah, I think I'll go with that, what we got. And we want to hug this wall here on our left-hand side. Hop, hop. Let's see if we can hop our way up through here. Yep, it looks like we can. Maybe not. Maybe the opening is not big enough. Yeah, the opening's not big enough. So anyway, we'll try to stay near the wall on this side, because we should find another opening that is big enough. Another frog pond. Okay, let's see if we can get up this grade right here by hopping our way up. Hitting the spacebar quite a bit. Alright, so far so good. And then there's the main chamber down there where we just came from. So hopping around is always a good idea. We hopped all the way up from the, I call it the sand hill, because that sandstorm forms like kind of a, or just call that a sandstorm curtain or wall. And I'm not seeing anything else over here. So far we don't have to hop, even though it's kind of pretty steep grade to it. And you'll notice I always like to do a zigzag pattern while I'm going up and down these hills, just in case I might miss something. Of course, right now if I did come up another blue crate or something, I'd have to do some swapping and trading. If the crate had some high value items that are more difficult to come by than what I've already got. Okay, here we are. We are on the outside now. And right now, you've got this whole area with a big sandstorm cloud. And you got debris laying all over the place. Now there are some blue boxes down there, but just like in the other place we were at, you can't really find stuff too easily. Hop up there. Now the thing to notice is that you can find yourself in another nice location. Now this happens to be another really good place. Now that should fill up with water down there at some point. Alright, anything of high value. High enough of value to want to trade for it. Well, flowers are going to be real important to me, so I'm going to take this one, and then I'm going to take that one. And we'll organize this one too. Alright, I'm going to go with that. Figuring for now I've got the most valuable stuff I can have. Now if we can get to this before it fills up with very much water, we'll find ourselves able to loot some useful locations. But up here on this ridge, we should find another access point. We stay close enough to this wall without falling down into the, I think they call that meteorite crater. Because remember that dead guy we found? Well, he came all the way up here and he built another underground. Of course, it wasn't full of water or anything back when he was in here. But here we've got ourselves another big entrance. Oh, and at the last second it filled up with ice. Let's see, what do we got over here? Ooh. But do I want to trade for it? Let's see, what are these worth? These are worth 300. We organized this already? Yep. That's worth 400. 250. Okay, I'll trade the 250. And I'll grab this. And we'll organize and organize. Alright, that's about the best I can offer, I think. Now eventually this will all thaw out. And when it does, you can follow this around and you'll have a switchback that'll go down, down, down. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, do we want to trade for something? No, I think I'll stick with what I got. Well, wait a minute. These are 300, and that one's 400. Okay, I'll trade one of those for this one. Always want the best percentage we can get. But right now, we can't get in there because it's got a kind of a, what would you call it, a spiraling all the way down. And there's no way to get past any of this right now. But it is another tunnel system that you can utilize later on once the ice is gone. And what time did we start? We started at 23. Oh, yeah, we've only got about 20 minutes left and then we gotta quit. If we're going to keep this down about an hour long. Now we're going to go all the way around this lip here of this meteorite hole and see if by chance there's anything of value. Now, like I said before, anytime you see unusual rock formations like this has got an archway, that's usually an indication there's something of value to be found. So you got another one here. And you go down this way. I see down there is another crate. And there's another frog pond in the near future. No, I don't see anything that's real high value. And I don't think there's a tunnel or anything. Sometimes you can use explosive to open up a tunnel. But usually it's got those, they look like lava ball rocks or something. Alright, see, that's a 300 one. Ooh. I am tempted to trade for that one. Mushroom seeds. I'd also like to have these two, so I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and trade two. Oh, I can't, there's no space. So I'd have to drop one first. And then I could take one Then I could trade one, take the other one. Do I want to trade beans for mushrooms? Yeah, at this point in the game, the mushrooms are going to be more important because I want to make more of this sort of thing. Alright, so we've got a... Let's go ahead and put one over there and then pick up the one that we dropped. Alright, so we've got a really large desert looking area, but much later in gameplay when we've got the terraforming process pretty much complete. Don't have mammals, we might not have very many reptiles out. We might have a few, but not very many. This will be like ocean and shallow areas. Alright, now which way do they want us to go through this archway? Is that a tunnel entrance? No. If we get close and it's possible to blow this up to get access, it'll tell us that. How about over here? And we're nice and close, but I think we can climb this since we've got a jetpack. Yeah, see, we can climb this. And there's some more archways and stuff. But we're actually inside of rock right now. Oh, there's another chest. I don't think we've been at this one yet. Ooh, I definitely got to trade for that. But in fact, I want both of those. So let's go ahead and drop this again. And then let's transfer that over, grab this one. And let's transfer one more over and then pick up the one we dropped. Okay, let's go ahead and organize all this. A lot of swapping and trade, but we're coming out like bandits, I think. Alright, we'll do a little backtracking, because we were just down in this area. Now, if we go far enough, we'll meet a dead end. And we won't be able to get past it. Now, if they haven't fixed the game since the last time I've come through here about a week ago, and we keep going around this corner here, following these rocks around, we can actually get into a cave that's completely blocked off until we come in with some explosives. We can get in, but we can't get out because we don't have any explosives. Yep. And this is how you get in with normally, but you gotta have explosives, which we have not unlocked yet. And as you know, it's my habit to try to drop something right here in the entranceway. Something that glows in the dark. Well, I'd have to drop one of these. And as long as it doesn't roll around and disappear on me, then I will be able to find that entrance again once I come back up this way. See there? Nice and visible. Oh, we're back over to this. Okay, if we follow this around far enough, we'll come out real close to where we can cut across. Well, it's trying to fill in with water, but I don't think it's a lake yet. And then we can get back to our main base of operations. Because that other one, shortcut, is filled in with ice right now. So we want to stay up here on this edge if we can. till we get all the way around. And I remember, right, we've already checked this out, but let's check it out again. Okay, aim up. Okay, there we go. What would we want to take? Let's go ahead and take the beans, because that's going to be real important to us in the very near future. Well, fairly near future. Alright, so let's get back up here. I don't think we can see the other chest that's down right about... Yeah, we can't see it yet. It's being covered up by a storm cloud of sand. And I think there's another one right around here somewhere, but again, we might not be able to see it. Yeah, we can't see it. I'm using the jetpack, of course, right now. Just making this a lot easier. Alright, we got an opening. We want to go through the opening and turn left. Oh, I don't know. That's got quite a bit of water in it down there, don't it? So we want to stay up towards the top here. Follow this wall around. And I think there's another blue chest or two somewhere near these rocks. Offhand, I can't remember. Yeah, there's one of them right there. Alright, let's see. No. I don't see anything worth trading for right now compared to what I've already got. See that opening right down there? That's what we're heading for. Now there are some more blue chests down here, and I think we have to look under these rocks to see them, because they're kind of well hidden otherwise. The other thing that's important to us is not too far from where we're at right now, there is an area called the Mushroom Caves, which you actually go under the map. There's another blue chest. And you will want to do that at some point in the game. No, I don't see anything to trade for. Alright, we want to go right through here. And this takes you in a whole new area. Now this is where you can find some more of that pink quartz. And you can also find some more chests. And you can find another entrance if we stay close enough to this wall. Into another shortcut. I'm not really hurting for osmium, so we'll just keep what we got. And I've got a little ways more to go, I think. Well, there's another chest. Let's see. Something to trade for. No, I think I'll keep what I got. See, there's some of that quartz. That fancy quartz. Pulsar. If I remember, I only needed one more. But we'll have to come back for it, I think. Because this looks like the area where I normally put another one of those rescue pods. Yeah, there's another future frog. Then here we go. I think we can get through here. I'm not sure. We want to go this way if we can get through without getting blocked by ice. Yep, it's opened up enough. See there? So you know where we're at now? See all those big pillars? Remember we moved those solar panels back? But there's another exit up here, but I think it's still blocked. Let's double check. Off to the left hand side here. Yeah, I think we've met the end here. I don't believe we can get through anywhere there. But this is the wall we would want to stay next to and see if by chance we have another shortcut available to us. But nah, see, we're right back where we were. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it now that I'm here. Usually this is where I put another rescue shelter. And notice that everything stays white. You won't see green, it'll just stay white. Okay. Now, if we don't want to take the scenic route, assuming that there is another opening available to us, because there is another opening up here. No, that's not it. Alright, what do we got here? Well, I am tempted to take those, but yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Because we're having a little trouble finding more of this uranium right now. Alright, so we've got a whole lot of map area still to discover. Now where is that opening? Well, there's another chest. No, I think I'll keep what I got. I'm not that desperate for super alloy just right at the moment. Oh, we're back into the red desert area, which means we're probably going to come real close to where we had a tunnel entrance. There it is right there for uranium. But I think we got all of it, didn't we? This is a true cave. It's only got one way in and one way out. But a T2 ore extractor will work for us. Well, I am very tempted to grab that, but we've got what we need to make more of those, so I'll keep the one I got. And we've got a choice to take the shortcut or the scenic route. See, the shortcut starts here, and the scenic route is around here. And we'll see the big wheel. I think of it as the SG1 wheel. I don't know what if, even though it's not exactly the same. This still has not filled up with water yet. But I think we did leave some stuff behind here, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We haven't gathered everything out of here yet. And if possible, you'd probably want to do that before it fills up with water. So anyway, once you see that, you should know that you can turn left, hug the wall, so to speak. You'll see aluminum field, where we've already got 2 ore extractors, first level. And off to the right hand side, we've got a starship that's kind of buried behind, what would we call those, lava balls? Let's see, I think we could fly by it and still see it. Yeah, see back in there? Got those lava balls that are kind of blocking the way. And And I think there was another crate. Oh, here's the one I was want to remember. One right here, this golden one. Ooh, it would be worth trading for that. So let's do that. Nah, I'm not gonna worry about that. But that's very high value. So what's the lowest one? This was 300, 400. So we'll trade this one for that one because it's 600. It's twice as much. Okay, and I want to take that back, so let's give it some and organize it. Yeah, that's not real a high priority right now, but we'll come back for it later. It's kind of tucked in there and you might not see it unless you're flying sideways like I am, using the A key for the left hand flyby and the D like a dog for the right hand flyby. You're actually flying sideways. And now we're getting back to our base of operations. Now, you wouldn't be able to do all this flying around like I just did without a whole lot more oxygen bottles and stuff. Your avatar would have starved out from oxygen a long time ago. So that was a rather large show and tell. And our lake is starting to look kind of full, isn't it? Alright, let's recall our buggy since we left it out there in the wild. Full of goodies. And we want to use this one right here. And if I remember right, we had it stuffed. Yep, it's stuffed. Lots of good stuff. And what did we unlock? Well, first of all, we've got some more of this, so let's go ahead and deposit it in here. There we go. Now sulfur is on the inside, and I don't think I have any osmium on me right now. No, I don't. And we've got all of our flower pots. We'll turn the flashlight off here. We've got all these over here. And those are under the stairs over here. See, squash. I think we had a couple of squash, didn't we? No, we got mushrooms and beans. So there's beans. Oh, I picked one up. That was not the idea. Got some more mushrooms right here. And, oh, one of them got loose. So what I normally do, especially this early in the game, is I put these and I put these together. Like so. And I do the same thing with these right here. I put them in the same spot. Or the same locker. Because you usually don't collect a lot of rods. Okay, this is our new home for all things sulfur. Boom. And now we want to make an oxygen multiplier fuse. So we want to make a booster for that. And let's see, what would we need for another optimizer? And it'd be the first level optimizer, is the only one we got unlocked. So we've got to have a uranium rod, got to make 2 explosives, powders, 2 irons, and a cobalt. Now we've got plenty, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We'll make our rod that way. And I think we said 2 iron, didn't we? And in fact, the recipe's still up there, isn't it? Yep. And then we need one of these. And now we need to be able to make the 2 explosive powders. And that means we need 2 of these. And some of the silicon, sulfur. Some of the sulfur we just put up here. And we need 2 for each one. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So now we have everything we need. Did we keep the fuse in our inventory? Yeah, we did. And it's 4 oxygen, so we'll need to go back downstairs and find our, there it is. And come right here in the center. Make our optimizer. Stick it as dead center as possible. Uh-oh, we just killed our power. And everything that turns green is within the range of this optimizer's influence. Yeah, we just killed everything. So we would have to come down here and try to make another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we've got 2 rods, so we might as well grab them. Because we want to make this one. So we need, to make 1 rod, explosive powder, super alloy, and water. Let's go ahead and grab the super alloy while we're here. We've got more of it in our rover. Alright, back upstairs to make our rod. Because we need 3 of them all together. And now we need to make the explosive powder. We'll need 2 iridiums. 1, 2. And then we'll need our sulfur. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we didn't collect the other materials yet. But let's go ahead and get the explosive powder done. So now we need 2 iron and a cobalt. One, 2, and a cobalt. Alright, now we still have the, no, what do we do with the fuse? Oh, I used it already, didn't I? Ha, yep, I sure did. Alright, see, do I have any fuses in here? No, I don't. Oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong recipe. I don't need that recipe. I'm trying to build another one of these. There we go. So now the only thing I need is the water. Alrighty, that takes care of that. Looks like I've got the super alloy. And we'll go to the end since these are all the same now. And we'll square it up a little bit. Move it away until it turns green. There we go. Can't really afford to take anything else down like these solar panels. Just can't do it. Don't have what I need. Alright, so let's see, how much of this can we transfer? Let's put this one back, grab that one, organize a little bit. Yeah, that's probably good. Of course, we could put these back in there for now and focus on getting more of this out of there. Go ahead and organize a little bit. Since that was one of the main purposes why we were going out and about hunting, so that we could get some more super alloy. Okay, osmium. We've got osmium started right here. Oh dear, and we're busted our hour again. We went overtime. So we'll put this stuff away and we'll call it good. So here's our sulfur, which we almost filled up. We didn't put anything but vegetables in that miscellaneous. And we'll go ahead and put these in here as miscellaneous because we will need them at some point. But we need to make another run for algae. Okay, where are we at now? Oh, we've already finished moss. Now we're going to into flora. So we've already passed up one stage and we started another. Plants is already coming along. We haven't done any insects yet, but that would be the next thing to focus on. How are we doing on power? Okay, we're still in the safe zone. And did we open up anything? Oh yeah, we did. Look at this. We opened up these two. We opened up the bigger heaters. We opened up, oh, we already did that. We jumped the gun on it, but we got the T4 now. And we still got that one, which we've already put some up. How about over here? No, we've already put some of those out. Ooh, we got a ways to go before the T2 food grower comes up. And we've got, ooh, 80. We've only got 21.6 right now. So it's going to be a while before we can start doing the beehives. Okay. So there you go. Let's go ahead and escape. Save it. And there it goes. Then we'll go to our main page. And we'll say at this point, we'll end the stream. So be well until next time.